Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
Still saying off air.
It still says off air, but something gives me a feeling that we're on air, and I'm going to continue talking until we're
We are live.
Uno,
Mine says
dos,
live.
cuatro. Okay, hey, how are you, world? My name is Kamal J. Pryor, aka Quiz. I'm the founder, CEO of Quizmatics Inc., social media professionals, and the team leader for Team Quizmatics, aka KMX. And I thank you for joining us on this phenomenal webinar where I'll be doing a fantastic free Tuesday training. Today's training was actually supposed to be on, actually, Barb, if you could unmute your mic for a second, introduce yourself to the world. I'm going to introduce you guys at home to the panel here. I have my personal assistant, Ms. Barb Palmer. Barb Palmer, say hello. Hi, and welcome everybody to our webinar. If your microphone would cooperate with us, of course. Either way, Barb is my lovely personal assistant, and she's done a tremendous job of bringing this webinar to you. We had some technical difficulties, but as they say in show business, the show must go on. We're also joined by Miss Elaine. Miss Elaine, if you could say hello to the wonderful people at home, and we greatly appreciate you for joining us here on this webinar as well. Say hello, Elaine.
Hello, everybody. Can you
Awesome.
hear me? Can you see me?
We can see you. You're on Mike TV. All right. We're going to move on to our next person on our panel, Miss Jillian Fry. Miss Jillian Fry, a.k.a. J Fire KMX. Say hello to the people at home, Miss Jillian Fry.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, and good night. Thank you for joining us.
Good evening.
We're also joined by Miss Maria Harris. Maria Harris, if you could say hello to the wonderful people at home before we start this training. Just want to let you guys know some of my wonderful, tremendous, incredible, and phenomenal KMXers here. Say hi, Maria.
Hello, everybody.
Awesome, and if you notice her accent, she's joining us all the way from the UK. Such a lovely lady, if I may say. We're also joined by Miss Terry Cavatinos. Terry, if you could say hello to the wonderful people at home.
Hi, everybody.
Awesome, awesome. Great to have you, Terry. And last but not least, my favorite person, I would like to call her Miss Mother Teresa. Miss Teresa, if you can unmute your mic for a second to say hello to the people at home before we begin in this fantastic webinar training I have planned for you all. Okay, that may not be possible, but either way, we're going to continue this thing going. Now, online, let me share something with you. One of the most difficult things it is to do in any business. Have you been in a business before? Has anybody on this panel been in a business before they came to KMX?
Yes.
All right. A lot of people have been in other businesses before they came here. All right. Now, there are a lot of different opportunities to make money online. We all know that. That's a certified fact. But with all businesses, there's always something that you have to do if you want to make money. I'm going to share this with you. All online businesses are based off of referrals. And referrals are a wonderful way to generate word-of-mouth business for different businesses. For example, when I'm not working online, I work for CenturyLink. I'm an independent contractor with them. And if I sign somebody up for CenturyLink with their Prism television or whatnot, or get them a phone line, or even if I get them some broadband, they can make $50 if they refer one of their neighbors to CenturyLink and they actually take CenturyLink and that person converts. That's how referrals operate. And they'll pay you because of the fact that that generates money for the business because now they have a new customer. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yep.
All right. So all these businesses online, they all pretty much operate the same way. They're based off of referrals. Now, they can say that it doesn't cost you anything to start and all of this good stuff. Let me share something with you. If you really want to make money in a business online, it would be in your best interest to be able to recruit some people. That's a fact. All right, now let me just verify this real quick. All you guys who've been in businesses before online, all right, and you've made money online before, I'm pretty sure about that, or maybe you hadn't, but let me ask you a question. Would you make more money online if you brought more people to that business? Yes or no? Yes?
Yes.
Yes? Would you agree,
Yes.
Terry? All right, Elaine? Barb?
I agree.
All right, Teresa?
I agree.
Anybody at home, would you make more money in that business online if you brought more people into that business? Even if they
Yes.
said you could join for free. You get paid based off of the productivity that you bring to that business, and the most important thing to do online is to bring people to the business. Does it make sense to everybody?
Yes.
Yes, it does.
All right, now that's non-business specific. I don't care what you're selling. You could be selling pharmaceutical products, or you could be selling jock straps. It doesn't make a difference. If it's an online business and they're going to let you get compensated for it, you'll make more money by utilizing the referral side, which means that you'll be recruiting. And recruiting is such an ugly word to so many people, because so many people online do not do that well. Can we all agree on that?
I agree.
I agree.
I think that the most difficult thing, in fact, to do online with any business is actually recruit, but it's the most valuable thing. Do you know that a person does not need to know all of the details of a business, and if they could recruit, they could do phenomenally well at the business regardless of what it is? So today's training, I was going to do something called Inside Tips on being a top recruiter in multiple businesses. And I had everybody in my organization go and look at this video and train and do the video training. And I'm not sure who checked into that video training or who didn't, but I put that video training in the group chat around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I think that all you guys should have checked it out. But you know what's really interesting? Let me see. Which of my KMXs has been with me the longest here? Probably Terry Cavatanos. Terry, I want for you to tell everybody at home where you met me from, what we were doing, and what you thought about me when you first met me, Terry. Feel free to share.
Well, I met Quiz at the last opportunity, which was 110 Method. He was doing he was on a panel on the webinar, and when he was speaking and talking about 110, well, and the team concept, I knew he had the whole thing down pat.
Well,
Yeah.
Terry, there's a little bit of feedback on your microphone, but what Terry's saying here is that when we started out with 110 method. My goodness, we have a lot of feedback on this call tonight for some reason. Where did this all come from? We didn't have this feedback a second ago. Should somebody turn their something along those lines? Please make sure you don't have a cell phone on, guys. All right. Zena is looking to get on conference for a link. That would be great. I'm gonna get out real quick and pop back on here. Hopefully I'll take care of some of the feedback. Give me 1 second, guys.
Do you guys hear an echo? Yes, it's still there.
You didn't echo on my end.
Do you guys hear echo still on me? Yes.
No, ma'am. No. Hey, Julian, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
I can't hear you now, but can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Okay, guys, I'm gonna
I
finish
can
up
now. I'm gonna mute and tell me if it's my fan that's interfering with us, okay?
Sure. Well, you were muted. You're not muted now.
I'm not muted now?
No. There you are.
All right, that's much better. Perfect. Okay, now, guys, the people in the group chat, and Barb, I know they just got to share that other link that you have for the YouTube. That is not an access point. That's just YouTube Visual Viewer. You want to make sure you use the link that goes into the Hangout, and I just shared it. So tell Zena to use that last tab that I put in there. All right. Now, where I left off at, Terry was talking about where we met. Terry, if you want to finish off a little bit, we met on 110 Method, and you talking about when you spoke to me, and carry on a little bit, Terry.
Well, we were on a team build, and the concept was that you build a team first, and after that is built, then You can make money by going any place, any opportunity that you want. So, you know, when Quiz was talking about this whole thing and how he's bringing in so many people, and he was talking about the team build, so I knew that this guy knew what he was talking about, because that's the reason I went into 110, because of the team build concept.
Exactly. And I like the fact that you broke that down. What Terry said is that the concept there was that it was a team build concept, team build. I want you guys to really get this through your head. If you build your team one good time, all right, and you build enough people on your team, most of these cyclers are built on 6 people, and they cut a check. Imagine if you grew a team to 100 people or so. All right, it doesn't make a difference if you were going into the Lego MLM business. You could walk right into the Lego MLM business and dominate automatically if you bring a team of 100 people in there. So what is the most valuable thing that you could possibly do? Recruit and build your team. That is how I met Terry. Now let me share something with you that Terry also may or may not know about how I got on the leadership council in that business. I was supposed to bring, what I said, 10 people in one day. I said I'll bring 20 people or 13 people. I brought some ridiculous number. I said I was going to do 30 people, and they said, and I brought like 20 people in a matter of about 2 days. All right. Now, I want you to understand something. If you bring numbers to businesses, the odds are in your favor that you are definitely going to succeed. So the real important thing for everybody to understand is that building is creating the volume that you need to succeed. Building is creating the volume that you need to succeed. Building. So it's not a dirty word. It's the work that's involved with succeeding when you're talking about online marketing. If you're going to succeed at building a business online, even if you're offline marketing, for example, I'm with CenturyLink. If I go out in the field and I build an office with 30 different agents underneath me, I get a commission for all of the stuff that these guys sell. It comes to me. You understand how I'm making money and it's working easier? It's working in my favor to do that, and I'm looking great. So I was looking at the training I was going to give you guys about how to be a top recruiter in multiple businesses, and I want to share with you the reason why I chose it to begin with. Because Quiz has done this several times. I'm going to share with you some information about how I did it, in fact, and I'm going to share with you the most invaluable thing that I learned to allow me to recruit and be a top recruiter in multiple businesses over and over and over again. Let me share this with you. I can already tell you that I recruited Eric Worre. I'm not sure if any of you guys know who Eric Worre is. A wonderful guy. He's taught so many people so many things. I paid for a session with Eric Worre, and this paid session with Eric Worre, he talked about success in network marketing, learning skills to grow your practice. And what he talked about is, if you want to succeed in network marketing, you need to know that he found one common denominator with all people he found who succeeded in network marketing and who made 6 figures. Everybody he found who made 6 figures in network marketing has recruited at least 20 people in 30 days at least once in their online marketing career. I'm going to say this again. The one thing you found in common with all 6-figure income earners is that all of them have recruited at least 20 people in 30 days at least once in their online marketing career, at least once. Think about that. Do you want to be a 6-figure income earner, or do you want to earn next to nothing? If you want to be a 6-figure income earner, at least one time, you want to recruit at least 20 people within 30 days. He talked about setting a pace for yourself and giving us the challenge. He talked about the fact that success loves speed. He talked about there's a common misconception. And one of the biggest misconceptions he said is that people think that in online marketing, the way to succeed is slow and steady wins the race. Somebody is going to say, all right, well, I'm just going to keep at it. I'm going to move slow. I'm going to do next to nothing. I'm going to keep on doing this. I'm going to keep on doing the bare minimum. All right, that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to get by, and eventually it's going to build up. But then you find out that people drop out of businesses for whatever reasons and all kind of stuff like that. Eric Worre said, if you want to be a six-figure income earner, you need to learn the value of speed. Speed loves success, and success loves speed. He talked about the reason why you should recruit 20 people in 30 days, and I listened to him talk about all of this wonderful stuff, and I took what Eric Worre said into literal. I tried to manifest it. I thought about his plan for recruiting 20 people in 30 days. He said if you want to recruit 20 people in 30 days, break it down into 3 10-day periods, and have an action plan written out for your 10-day periods. He talked about how in your preparation you want to start with commitment. If you're a KMXer, you know every morning I talk about commitment, consistency, drive, determination. Listen, he said start with commitment. What's a commitment? Commit yourself to recruit 20 people in 30 days. Make that one of your goals. Make that commitment. Make it firm, make it clear, make it concise, put it on paper. Think. This is something that you want to do. Why do you want to do it? Because you want to be a six-figure income earner, and you don't want to be a person who's struggling to pay their bills. Commit. Make a commitment. Make a commitment. All right? Next thing he said, when you're going to recruit 20 people in 30 days, the next thing he said to do, and if you guys are following my webinar, I would advise you to take some notes. This is valuable information. I'm honest with you. I want to make sure that you have a chance to succeed. I'm sharing something with you because I'm not a person talking to you about something I heard somebody else say. Quiz has recruited over 20 people in 30 days at least 3 times this year alone, and I'm going to tell you something. I've done it more than that. I've done it 4 times at least this year, and I've probably done it 5 times. Just yesterday, I just got promoted to regional manager with another company. That's probably about 6 times right there. And I'm going to share something with you. I only just joined that business on what? Right before September 2nd was the day before my birthday, and today is what? September 15th, and I'm regional manager. I just want to let you know that. That's in one business. I recruited 20 people in 30 days in a whole other business, a travel business. I took how many people did I put into by the time I was done in that gold business, believe me, I had like 110 people there. Honestly, and I started out with maybe 10. All right, I can go on and on and on and talk about how many times I've done this, but the truth of the matter is it's redundant. I have actually done this, so I'm not sharing with you something from that is some hypothetical, theoretical thing, but I'm sharing with you the most important thing that happened. Once that happened, it was on one of my morning programs when I announced that I was on a challenge. I was challenging myself to recruit 20 people in 30 days. I'm not sure which of my KMXers actually listened to that program, but I did it on the air. Barbara was part of my organization at that time. So was Terry. I'm sure that Maria was around also. Somewhere around the time when I was doing a gold business, I held myself to that challenge, and I handled my business. And I handled my business again, and I handled my business again, and I handled my business again. So this is something that really, I think, is the quintessential cornerstone to being able to be a top recruiter in multiple businesses right here. Commit yourself. Commit yourself. I have actually done this, so I'm not sharing with you something from that. If you can mute your microphone, please. Theoretical thing, but I'm sharing with you the most important thing that happened. Once that happened, it was on one of my morning programs when I announced that I was. Microphone, please. Or Barb, if you can mute Zena's microphone, one of the two or the both. Thank you. All right. Now, what I want you guys. I'm not sure which of my KMX. Can we mute the microphone, please? It's on the air. Barbara was part of my organization at that time. Touch the screen, Zena, and mute your microphone. Somewhere around the time when I was doing a gold business, I held myself to that challenge, and I handled my business. And I handled my business again, and I handled my business again, and I handled my business again. So this is...
Mute it.
Tell this lady to mute her microphone. That would be greatly appreciated.
It won't let me mute it.
All right. Zena, if you can mute your microphone, please. Thank you, sweetie. Now, commitment. Make a commitment to recruit your 20 people in 30 days. It only takes a decision, just like I say in my morning meetings. Thank you very much, Zena. You're awesome. Make a commitment, and that'll really transform you and give you a wonderful opportunity to succeed. Make a commitment. Next thing, clear your calendar. when you submit, when you get yourself to this challenge, clear your calendar. This is what Eric Worre said. I think it was awesome. Clear your calendar. He wants you to pick out your 30-day window, all right? And he wants you to have nothing but positive peer pressure. What will help you out with this is getting on my 7 o'clock in the morning positive power meeting. Let me share this with you. A lot of people are missing it, but there's a reason why I have a 7 o'clock in the morning positive power meeting, because it will get you moving with the momentum you need. Enthusiastic momentum is what you're going to need. If you want to recruit 20 people in 30 days, believe me, you're going to need enthusiastic momentum. Because I'm going to break it down exactly how to do it in a second. But the truth of the matter is, it starts with the commitment. It moves on to clearing your calendar. And if I said wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning and meet me on the beach to get this thing started, that's going to take some sacrifice. So be ready to make the sacrifice. Be ready to make the sacrifice. Because if you want to make a six-figure income earner, you're not going to do it sitting around on the sideline in the bleachers and letting success pass you by. Does that make sense to anybody here, Jillian?
That makes sense.
All right, next thing he encouraged us to do is negotiate with your family. Listen, you're at home. Like Barb has like a bunch of children. You need to negotiate with your family because of the fact that you are going to need to have some clear space and some clear time for you to be able to work. If you're going to recruit 20 people in 30 days, you're going to definitely need some time to work. The next thing he said is eliminate distractions. That's part of why you're negotiating with your family. So you can give yourself the best ability to eliminate the distractions that are getting in your way. All right? The next thing he said is get with an existing group. You guys who are in KMX, or if you're listening to this webinar or joining this webinar or watching the recording of it, you can get with Quizmax saying, I am 1,050% committed towards your success and the success of my entire organization, 24/7, 365. Every day of the week and twice on Sunday, as I like to say. All right? That's how committed I am to KMX. So start with your existing group. Use them for support. All right, to get the momentum you're going to need to get this ball rolling. The next thing you're going to want to do is create a fresh list. I'm going to tell you one thing, so phenomenal at building lists. She sends out 200 emails at a time to get in contact with prospects. That's the sort of attitude that you want to go through. You want to have the attitude that you want to build a nice big list of people that you're going to contact about your opportunity. If you want to build 20 people in 30 days, you're going to need people to talk to. So quite naturally, start building your list. Have a list prepared. Have a list prepared and a market of people that you are going to definitely go and talk to deliberately. This is before you even start. All right? And the last one is sharpen your skills, specifically your inviting skills. Sharpen your skills with inviting. If you sharpen your inviting skills, this will help you out tremendously. For you guys on the webinar or joining us on our team, these webinars are free trainings. Invite people. Start there. Sharpen these skills. Learn how to invite people. Learn how to invite people to presentations. Learn how to invite people to three-way conference calls. Learn how to invite people. Learn how to get the opportunity in front of a person's face. All right? If you can just get a person in front of a presentation, you've done most of the work right there. All right? So he said this is how people who make six-figure income earners do it. At least one time have recruited 20 people in 30 days. Now, when we're talking about how to be a top recruiter in multiple businesses, let me share it with you. I find this information I got from Eric Worre the most crucial because this is how I did it. Have you wondered how I'm in the middle of doing PMF as a business, and I came back and I bounced back off of that, and I just got finished making regional manager in another business, and I'm still doing both? Have you ever wondered how that happens? How that happens is because you know how to do it if you've even done it once. So please, make the commitment to yourself. Isolate the business that you want to focus on. Get serious about that business. And if you're a KMXer, the only business that you really need to focus on is Quizmax Inc. Focus on us and what we're doing here. I'm sorry, guys. I messed up. You guys like that perfect silhouette that I had before. Let me get that back. There you go. Now nobody can. Now my
That's
can't
better.
be disappointed. There you go.
That's right.
All right. Now, so remember, guys, pick your 20-day window. Now, let me also share something with you that's going to really share something with you that is really going to help you out. Let's get to math. If you want to recruit 20 people in 30 days, all right, one, let's ask ourselves a question. How many people, all right, join per presentation? How many people do you think join per presentation? All right, think about that. Per presentation. In other words, if you brought 10 people to a presentation, how many of those do you think would convert?
2.
Woo, Terry, man, you're on fire. This girl right here is on point. That is the exact answer. If 2 out of every 10 people present with the presentation convert, then you already know mathematics. Terry, that was brilliant. This is how I know that I'm doing my job here at KMX. Terry, if I were near you, your husband would want to kick my behind because I'd kiss you. All right, number 2. All right, number 2. So 2 out of every 10 people who go to a presentation actually convert. So that's 20% right there. How many presentations do you need to make in order to get a decent amount, in order to get your 20 people? Think about that. 100 presentations at least. 100 presentations. All right, this is math that's in your favor. 100 presentations. Make any sense? All right, 3. Let's keep our math going. How many appointments?
Back in about half an hour.
How many appointments do you need to set? I'm talking about if you call somebody, have them call you back. If somebody asks you on your inbox, make an appointment with you to get with them to talk to you about your business opportunity. How many appointments do you need to make that month? 125. 125. How many calls to set up your presentations do you need to make? If you're going to call people on phone, like Elaine, she has 200 emails. If she has those telephone numbers, even better. How many calls to set up your presentations do you need to make? A good number would guess to be 300.
How much?
300 phone calls. How big does your list need to be to get your 20 people in 30 days?
Well, we need about 5,000.
500. If you have a list of 500, you can get at least 20 people out there to join you. If you go hard and use all these numbers. Good guesstimation right there, Terry. Good guess. Now I'm going to share something with you. When I recruited my 20 people in 30 days, all right, I cut some corners. I'm going to talk about practical experience. Are you ready to be mad at me, Terry?
Yes.
I never built a list of 500 people.
I never have either.
I never built a list of 500 people. I'll be honest with you. I didn't call 300 people. I know. And I've done this at least 4 or 5 times just this year alone. All right? And I'm not saying this to undermine what Mr. Eric Worre is saying. I'm just sharing this with you. If you guys make the commitment to recruit 20 people in 30 days, and that is what your commitment is, let me share something with you. You can accomplish this. Without some of this stuff here, without all of the numbers in your favor, just by making that commitment, just by being consistent, just by being driven, and just by being determined. If you are committed to doing it, then you'll get it done. You know how I did it? You know how I did it, guys? I'm going to share with you how I did it. What I did is I made a basic commitment to myself. I made a commitment that I'm going to recruit my 20 people in 30 days. I paid attention to the time frames I needed to work hard in. Your first 10 days, you need to break down your month into 3 10-day increments. Your first 10 days, you want to put as much action. You want to go as hard as possible. You want to go as hard as possible. You want to communicate with as many people as you can. You want to send out all those ads. You want to send out all those blitzes. You want to get in front of people. You want to call people. You want to put flyers up. You want to just go hard. You want to do anything you can. You want to get it on Craigslist. You want to just get as many people involved as you possibly can. You might want to get down that list on your Facebook and get into your Messenger and harass people. You want to go as hard as you can in your first 10 days. That's the first thing you want to do. Let me share that with you. Does that make sense, Jillian?
Yes, it does.
I don't even care about what the numbers are. You want to go hard in your first 10 days. You don't want to sit around like a fly on the wall waiting for things to happen. You want to make your opportunity, just like I talked about in my early morning meeting. The next 10 days, in those first 10 days, some of those people are going to commit. Some of those people aren't. But you better definitely speak to at least 10 people a day in your first 10 days. If you speak to 10 people a day in your first 10 days, whether messenger or phone book or email or whatever, if you speak to 10 people a day in your first 10 days, believe me, it is easy from there. All right? The next 10 days, you want to do follow-ups. A lot of those people have not signed on. Let's go back and revisit some of those people that we visited in our first 10 days. Let's go back and get with those people. This guy didn't commit. Any person that didn't say no, go to hell or drop dead, there's still an opportunity there. Let me share that with you. Go back to them. Go back to them. And whatever you missed the first time, listen, you missed out on that last opportunity. Let me get you to a presentation. Be a little bit more firm. Figure out what their issue is. Within the next 10 days, which is from day 11 to day 20, find a way to work around whatever their issue is and get them in front of a presentation. All right, make that be your work in the next 10 days. You went as hard as you could in the first 10 days. Now get with some of those people that you spoke to in those first 10 days and do your follow-up with them. Be adamant about your follow-up with them and find more people. Find more people. Don't stop looking for people. Maybe you're not finding new people every single day, but start adding to your Facebook friends list. Start building your list. You should be doing that in the first 10 days. While you're recruiting people, you need to add people, and you need to be adding friends on Facebook or wherever you need social media. Get on there and make it happen. Get on there and make it happen. In your next 10-day window, revisit, retouch, refresh, rehash. All right, get back. Do the follow-up that you started in the first 10 days. All right? And you're going to find a few people convert after that. All right? You should definitely use your email more in your second 10 days than your first in your first 10 days. Let me share that with you. In your second 10 days, you definitely want to get those emails. Last 10-day window. Last 10-day window. What are we going to do in our last 10-day window? We've put in all of this work. We've put in all of this work. We've got all these people in front of these presentations. We've tried to get all these people in front of these presentations. We've spoken to so many people. In our last 10 days, we want to go and we want to now utilize our closing skills if need be. In the first 10 days and the second 10 days, we simply try to get people in front of presentations. We simply try to get people in front of presentations. In our last 10 days, we need to firmly know what the value is and the reason why people need to join this business opportunity. We should already have a couple of people signed up. And so in our last 10 days, what I want you to do is get results-oriented. In your last 10 days, I want you to start producing your results. I want you to start telling them all of the opportunities they missed while they were sitting around on the fence, and look how far that you've got while they were sitting around doing nothing. I want you to produce that. I want you to throw it out there, and I want you to start giving them a reason why they need to take action now, because they should have done it yesterday. I want you to find your passion. I want you to find your page. And if you haven't done so already, I want you to begin utilizing your story. Utilizing your story. What's your story? Your story is your why. I want you to connect with these people directly and deliberately, and I want you to let them know your story. Let them know what pain transformed you to make sure that you wanted to be a success. And let them know the opportunities that they have to succeed. I want to share with you the one thing that I did that really made a difference. What's the number one thing you need to do in order to succeed on a daily basis? Can you answer that question, Maria?
Dr. B.
What's the
Wake
number
up.
one thing? Thank you very much.
Wake up.
Do you want to know how I recruited people when I made a decision I was going to recruit 20 people in 30 days the first time? I woke up. I was already doing the 21 days of positive power. I stepped it up and I said I'm going to do a KMX morning meeting, and that's when I announced that I was going to do the 20-day challenge. Do you remember that, Maria?
Yes.
All right. I announced it on the air on my radio program at 7 o'clock in the morning. I made a commitment that I was going to not. I stopped doing my program because I was too busy recruiting people in the next month. I did what I said I was going to do, and the next month I said, let me just focus on this because now I know what I need to do. Get busy. So what precursored it was waking up every single morning while I did my radio program. Before I did my program, I took my list. I started thinking about the people I needed to contact, thought about the people I needed to follow up, and I went hard. I built my team. I built my team. And I've done it more times than you could even imagine already. So if you want to know what's the key to being a top recruit in multiple businesses, I've got news for you. If you're a part of KMX, then you're already so close. Start with our positive power meeting every single day. I told everybody to keep a success journal. Write your goals down. Write that as one of your goals on your success journal, to recruit 20 people in 30 days. Extend the 21 days that you do the positive power meeting that I have on your list, your success list. Extend it another 9 days. Give yourself a 30-day window now. And go hard. Revisit this webinar training that I gave you and think about all of the things that I told you that you need to do. And that will get you on your way to being successful at recruiting being a top recruiter in multiple businesses. Because once you learn how to do this just one time, you will never have to go back. how does this relate to what Terry talked about? Terry said that she saw me on 110 method, and I said that if you could build your big team one time, then you could recruit for multiple businesses. The next tremendous advantage that anybody has who's either part of Quizmax Inc. or considering joining Quizmax Inc. is that I already have a team built. So if Terry's going to go out there and hold herself to the challenge to recruit 20 people in 30 days, she's going to bring them into Quizmax Inc. And if Maria does that, she's going to bring them into Quizmax Inc. And if Jillian does that, she's going to bring them into Quizmax Inc. And if Elaine does that, she's bringing them into Quizmax Inc. And if Barb does that, she's bringing them into Quizmax Inc. And if you do that, you're bringing them into Quizmax Inc. too. And you know what happens? We have a team that's well over 100, 200 people, full of people who are successful and success mindseted and focused, and all encouraging and inspiring each other to reach new heights as far as what our goals are. Now, I'm not sure what kind of upline you have in the business that you're in, but if you're looking for an example, if you're looking for a way, if you're looking for an example, if you're looking for a way, if you're looking for a path, then this is serious stuff, so I'd advise you not laugh. I've already done it. I've already done it. I've already done it, and I've done it consistently. Commitment, consistency, drive, determination. First off, start with the commitment. Second off, have a clear calendar. Third off, make the sacrifice. Fourth, negotiate with your family. Make sure that they know that you're busy with some stuff for that month. 3, eliminate distractions, or whatever number that is. Start with your existing group. Get with Quizmax Inc. You can use this existing group. All right? Create a fresh list. Create a fresh list. And lastly, sharpen your skills, specifically your inviting skills. That is the key to being a top recruiter in multiple businesses. And you can do that over and over and over again. And if you do that in one business, what we can do is take our big team and work to another business and dominate that one as well without having to start all over again from scratch. All right, guys. I'm going to close this off, and I'm going to ask you guys to give me any questions that you may have about what I've trained you on here. And also let me know what the value you feel as though. Terry, do you feel as though this was a valuable webinar first and foremost?
Yes, I did. But I have a question.
Yes.
Is there, I think that we should have also a training on how to close. We have a difficult
Terry,
time with closing.
This is a training webinar in and of itself, and this is just to teach you how to recruit 20 people in 30 days, and closing is definitely important. So let me give you a little thing. Most of the learning is in the doing. Most of the learning is in the doing. Let me go back to help you out with your real mastery course on closing. You guys ready for this? I'm going to throw this in. This is a bonus right here. I was going to save this for another week, and I've already given you guys baseball diamond of sales. So look, let me throw some extra value here. All right? Terry, are you ready to know how to close? You want to know how to close?
Yes.
Bring your prospects to the presentations. Get your prospects in front of a presentation. I'm not talking about just some YouTube video. Quiz is doing a free training every Tuesday. Get them on here. Get them on here. What I said was the last key. Sharpen your skills specifically at inviting. Invite your prospects. Get better at that portion of getting your prospects to these things right here. If it's recorded, share it with them if need be. Get them on a conference call that we have on Thursday. Get them there. Get me in on 3-way conversations with them if need be. Call me in for a 3-way. Work on your skills in that area, and your closing is done easier for you. Don't try to close it all by yourself. Rely on your upline, rely on your network, rely on your team. That is really one of the most important things of closing, because of the fact that there's a second voice out there that may say something that you haven't said. If you're doing all the presentation, for example, of your opportunity, all right, you're not doing a good job. You can't recruit 20 people in 30 days and speak to 500 people in a week, in a month, if you're spending all your time talking about the opportunity. That's why they have conference calls. Let me share it with you. I just finished becoming senior manager with a whole new business. What do? I send people a video on that business that the guys talk about. They pretty much do all the closing for them. Or I send them to the conference call. And the conference call that they get on, they hear all the information, they make their decision. That is the most important part. Does that make sense to you, Terry?
Yeah, so in essence, the presentations or webinars or teleconferences, right?
Yes, exactly. And call in for 3-way calls if need be. Get me into situations for 3-way chats. Whoever has that music or that television in the background, that's distracting. So if you can mute your microphone, please, we greatly appreciate it. Yes, you're absolutely right, Terry. Getting in front of presentations that are formally organized presentations are the absolute best way to recruit somebody. Let me share that with you. The absolute best way. And the beautiful thing with you, Terry, with being a member of KMX Inc., you can contact me anytime. You can call me on my cell phone. I got a brand new one, in fact, too. But you can contact me, and I will set up a new closing scenario for anybody who needs it. If I have to do it on Saturdays, I'll create something on Saturday if need be. So all you guys have to bring them to the water, and I will do the job of closing or create the tools to close them for you. Is that a deal?
Yep.
All right. So once you make your commitment that you want to do it, get back with me and let me know what 30-day window you want to operate off of and what extra opportunities I need to help you, Terry, or anybody else on my team for that matter, and I'll be more than happy to work around that. Is that a deal?
Yes.
All right. Awesome. All right. Any other questions that anybody else may have? Maria? Jillian?
No, I'm good.
What did you think about the information I covered in this webinar, Jillian?
Very, very good. It makes sense. It's just something that we have to do, and if we follow, it sounds like if we follow those steps, that we'll be able to recruit more people.
You literally will be able to recruit more people because really, Jillian, this is a follow-up of our morning meeting. It's really about those goals that we have. When we set our bar towards our goals of expectations for ourselves, one of the things that we really need to understand, and I said here, I want to point it out again, is success loves speed. Success loves speed. All right? So if you're going to be lethargic and slow-minded about doing things, if you want to wake up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and if you're going to be the type of person that's going to make every excuse in the book for the reason why you can't get up or go out of your way or put yourself into a situation and have that success mindset, to do the things that we're doing in the morning to get ourselves going in the right way, to make sure that those lists are built and make sure we hold ourselves accountable, and you're going to wait around for 28 days before you decide that you want to start recruiting for your 20 days and 20 recruits in 30 days, you're not going to do it that way. So do the opposite of that. I want to share something with you. Successful people have a tendency of doing things that unsuccessful people do not want to do. In other words, there's things that you're not going to want to do. There are going to be times that you do not want to wake up, but it's your success. So think about that. Most six-figure income earners recruit 20 people in 30 days at least one time in their career. Guys, do you want to be six-figure income earners?
Absolutely.
Would you like to be a six-figure income earner if you're watching this program?
Yes, I am.
Meet me on the beach at 7 a.m., 6 o'clock a.m. if you're in Elaine's time zone. Meet me on the beach.
Hey, I know if I can get up and be there, the rest of you can.
You're definitely right about that, Elaine. I have no problem. I believe you 1,000%. And Elaine, I used to throw meetings at 5 o'clock in the morning. Trust me. I could do that too.
I am still highly medicated at that time, so I know if I can get up and make a phone call, the rest of you can.
And Elaine, you know something? That's the type of commitment. If you have a couple of people on your team and you let them and they're following you and you're doing that, let me share something with you. You're going to have a lot of success. What people don't realize is that I'm not here just because I want to make myself. I'm not successful until I look at a whole room full of people that is doing tremendous. Do you know that? I don't think that anybody in here, I don't think they hear me, Jillian. I don't consider myself successful until I look over there and Barb has a team and she's recruited 20 people in 30 days and she said, Quiz, I got 20 people under me in 30 days and I'm looking like, oh my goodness. Look how much more work she done added for me. I just want to all these people. I'm not satisfied until Elaine has 20 people underneath her and she got in 30 days. Hey, Quiz, I got 20 people in 30 days. And you know how much time you have to put to me, Quiz? You gotta put twice as much of that time into them people beneath me. I'm like, oh my goodness. I need a new system.
I'm fixing to make you a challenge. I'm gonna do that.
That's right. And that's what I'm talking about. Hold yourself to the challenge. That's the first thing. Make that commitment. When Jillian says, Quiz, I have 20 people underneath you and I recruit them in 30 days, and let me share something with you. They're just like that guy, Ken. And you got to work them. I'm going to be like, oh, my goodness, what did I get myself into? What did I get myself into? All right? When Maria Harris comes to me and she has 20 people that recruit underneath her, and some of those people don't want to talk or communicate, but I have to reach out to them and figure out what to do to motivate them, you know something? I'm going to say, wow. I'm getting there. When Terry has 20 people in 30 days, and these people that she has underneath her are all from Africa and India. When they're all from Africa and India, and I got to figure out new ways to reach out to them, and speak to their tribal spokesperson, then you know something, I'm gonna feel like, wow, I must be getting there. All right. And when Xena has 20 people in 30 days, all getting free cell phone service, and Xena is a regional manager just like Quiz.
How do I tie that in with PMF?
What's that? You're talking about tempo?
Yeah.
You don't tie tempo into PMF. Only thing you tie anything into is Quizmax Inc. See, the thing is, let me share this with you. Quizmax Inc., the INK stands for Independent Network Knowledge. KMX is an independent network. I go into whatever business I want to go into. I'm telling everybody on my team to get your training here with PMF, which is where I'm getting the training material and do most of these trainings, right? And then I'm telling you guys that if you want to succeed, you definitely need some sort of training. Now, where else do you get this sort of training from, Xena? Where else do you get this sort of training? You know that you're on Team Quizmatics. You know that no matter what training they give you over there in Tempo, you can come right to me and get some serious training. Am I correct, Xena?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you definitely can't get that training with Tempo, but you could definitely get it right here with Quizmatics Inc. And you know I use PMF for a lot of my training material, and you know you can make infinite income right here with PMF too, right?
Right.
And you know there ain't no monthly fee here, right?
Right.
All right, so you can make money over here. Why? Because I think that everybody needs to be trained first and foremost. But I also think that nobody needs to pay a cell phone bill. So welcome to the world of KMX, baby. This training is on how to be a top recruiter in multiple business opportunities, Xena. Hence, notice this.
Right.
How to be a top recruiter in multiple businesses. Am I a leader in PMF?
Yeah.
Have I just now proven that I'm a leader in Tempo Wireless?
Well, I was cut off. I didn't get everything else.
All right,
It
Xena.
just-
Not only am I a leader in PMF, I've just proven myself to be a leader in Tempo Wireless. Am I correct? You notice I just became
Right.
regional manager.
Right.
All right, quickly. Right?
Right.
Now, this is what this organization, KMX, is about, success. Now, why am I a regional manager in Tempo Wireless? Because I don't want any KMXer paying a cell phone bill, period. That's not another opportunity for me. It's only one opportunity, KMX, and I'm going to take care of my KMXers. Jillian, do you deserve to pay a cell phone bill?
No, I don't.
Especially when Quiz isn't paying one.
That's right.
Do you feel as though you should pay a cell phone bill, Terry, if Quiz isn't paying one?
No.
And they know Quiz cares about all those KMXers. Elaine, do you feel as though you should pay a cell phone bill if Quiz isn't paying one?
No, I don't.
Exactly.
I
And
don't
you're
like
not
paying
going
that.
to. And you're not going to, because that's what I'm talking about here. I'm not talking about what somebody else said. You can actually take a look at the resume. Take a look at the resume. When you join KMX, man, you are in the room with excellence. We are playing for a championship over here. I don't know what that person who's sitting around who hasn't made a decision to join this team yet is thinking about. I don't know, because I know if I was seeing somebody talking like this, I would have made a decision to join now, if not immediately. I would have definitely got with the person who invited me to this webinar, and I would definitely, absolutely, positively, I would definitely say, how do I join this team? That's me, myself, personally. All it takes is to make a decision. Xena, would you choose to join a team like this if you were a person who was observing a great, phenomenal, the accomplishments that you've been witnessing take place right before your face in KMX? Would you join if you had an opportunity to do it all over again, Xena?
Sure.
How about you, Terry?
Oh, absolutely.
How about you, Jillian?
Yes, I would.
How about you, Barb and Elaine?
Sure would.
Definitely.
All right.
Definitely.
And I'm gonna give you guys an opportunity to tell me why you would join Quizmax Inc. if you had a chance to do it all over again. I mean, just one good reason why. Xena?
Free. Your training is free. And you get your information from excellent leaders. And you learn to become an excellent leader from that. So success leads clues. I follow the clues, and I know I'm going to get what I need to pass it down to my group, my team.
Absolutely. And you know what else you're gonna get? You know what else you're gonna get, Xena? Is you're gonna get my support to do such. You're gonna have my blessings, my support, my endorsement. It is not gonna be very hard for you. When you're building your team in KMX, Quiz is building your team with you. You know there are gonna be days and there are gonna be times where you're not available, and your person's gonna be in my group chat, and I'm gonna reach out to them. this organization I built, so I will reach down to the person. If they came in just one day, if they have any problem or any issue, I will reach down and I will commit myself to them. That's why my telephone number is on my wall. Can't nobody say they can't get in touch with Quiz.
Makes sense.
That's a flat-out fact. How about you, Terry? What's one reason why you would join Quizmax Inc. if you had to do it all over again?
Well, Quizmatics Inc. is a team build, and that's what my concept is, team. A whole team behind you.
Maria, if you can unmute your mic when you get a chance, what was the reason that you came back to Quizmatic Inc.? Because you had stepped away for a little bit because you had to take care of your daughter. But if you had to do it all over again, would you? And what do you find is so awesome about this organization that made you decide to come back?
I'd definitely do it all again. I mean, for me personally, I just wanted to learn something. As you know, I want to be an artist, and part of being an artist is you need to learn how to work online, be a social media professional, because there's a lot of competition. There's a lot of artists out there, and they don't know this stuff. And I'm like, well, I'm going to learn this stuff, and then I'll be better at what I do. I do struggle with my daughter sometimes, but I give you guys as much time as I possibly can, and I'm looking for more help with my daughter so I can give you guys even more time, because it's for me. This is for me. This is why I'm doing this. This is for me.
Awesome. And you're going to get everything out of it that you were looking for out of it, Maria. Trust me when I tell you that.
I have got so much out of it already. You know,
awesome.
I'm still learning, but yeah, definitely.
Now, Elaine, you just got finished going through a lot of medical issues and whatnot, and you're trying to get yourself back into gear. But if you could join Quizmax Inc. again and say one reason why you would, what would that be, Elaine, since from your experience, what you've learned about this organization?
Mainly because of you, because I have went through so many medical issues here lately and so many strong medicines that don't leave me in my right mind, and I can be kind of irritable, however you say that, or disrespectful in my words, and you can come right back at me but not throw me out. You know what I mean?
Oh, I would never throw you out, Elaine. Never. I just try to answer questions.
Right. So the whole team has put up with a lot from the attitudes that my medication gives me, but they've gave me a lot back. They've made me want to learn it. They've gave me all the information that I've needed to learn it, and they've just made me want to succeed.
Elaine, I think that is just wonderful for you to say, honestly, because I think a lot of people, we don't really get the chance to know who we're dealing with until we get a chance to get you on these situations so you can explain. And I think that was a very transformative moment, but you just explained that to us. So we appreciate you, Elaine. Barb, what would you say if you could do this all over again? What would be the one thing that we would say is really the greatest thing about being a member of Quizmatic Inc. and the reason why a person should join this organization, Barb?
I guess the learning experience and everybody coming together, and like I've learned from Zena, I learned from Terry, I've learned from Jillian, and most definitely from you, Quiz, and others. So we all come from everywhere, from all around the world, and we come together on this team to build it and learn from each other. And I would join it again and again and again.
It's safe to say it's a pretty good place to succeed at. And Jillian, I'll give you
Can
the
I say
final
one
word.
thing?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, Terry.
Barb just mentioned everything in the group but me that haven't taught her something. So I'm going to learn something new just to teach her.
Oh, I'm sorry. One of the kids came in here.
So, no, I want to be in that list that have taught you something. So I'm going to be on the search to find something that you don't know that I can teach you.
That's awesome.
I've learned about you, though, Elaine, which is great.
Hey, that's what it makes up for KMX. That's what makes a great organization right there. That attitude, the spirit that people have here, and just fostering an environment that's for success-minded entrepreneurs. Jillian, I'm going to give you the last word. If you could join Quizmag Sync and speak to that one person that's on the fence right now, what do you think is the most awesome thing about this team that they should really consider if they're really looking for a chance to succeed at whatever business that they're trying to do?
Well, there are two things. It's the education, the constant training, training on anything that we need, and the support, the group support. There's nothing. I've been in. I haven't been on online businesses, but I've been working for a long time, and I've been in different groups, and I have never found a group of people that are so supportive, even though we've never ever met each other. I know that I have people I can count on, that I can call on for anything, and so that alone is worth millions.
Jillian, it is such an honor and a pleasure, and for all you people watching this webinar, it's way longer than I really expected it to, but it's very substantial. Recruiting is the toughest thing for people to do in any business, and I'm going to share something with you. It's a lot easier when you have people who have your back, who have structure, who have systems in place, who have people who are willing to give. My 3 tenets here at Quizmag Sync are giving is living, sharing is caring, learning is earning. All right? So since I say that giving is living, why not do now what you should have done from the beginning? KMX, baby. Get with the team and fulfill your dream. It takes teamwork to make the dream work. I put a lot of dream work to make this team work. And we have a place for you as well. Thank you for your time, and feel free to contact any one of my social media professionals and claim your spot on the team. There's no fees. Anybody cannot do this. If you want to earn some money, $35 one-time payment with no monthly fees couldn't hurt you. If you want an opportunity to not have to pay your cell phone bill, I also have opportunities like that for you, only for KMXers. Listen, I can cut your cable bill to non-existent as well. Only certain elite opportunities are offered for KMXers. Listen, membership matters. If you didn't know, now you know. All right, everybody, take care. Adios, peace, deuces, love, peace, and chicken grease to all of the rest of you guys out there. Barb, remember, you're running the controls, so make sure that you close broadcast, stop broadcast at the end of this thing. All right, everybody, take care. Wish you the best. See you at the top, never from the bottom.
All right. Thanks, Quiz.
Bye, Quiz.
Remember, all it takes is a decision. Make that commitment.
Bye.
20
Good
people
seeing
in
you
30
all.
days. 20 people in 30 days. Barb, cut. 20 people in 30 days, guys. Cut.